All right, Jason, welcome so much. Thank you so much for joining us here with Synergy today. We are just so excited to have you be a part of just this interview. So can you please tell us a little bit about you and the organization that you're a part of?
Sure. Thanks for having me, Tatiana. We're really excited to be talking with you today, and we're really grateful for the long collaboration we have with Synergy. So my name is Jason Torreano. I am the executive director of an organization called Inkululeko. And Inkululeko is a South African nonprofit that supports young people with finishing high school and either moving on to university or being equipped with a skill set so they can enter the workforce once they graduate.
Excellent. And Jason, you're a part of our workplace partners. I just wanted to ask, what about the program made you decide to just be a part of it and have the opportunity for students to come and intern with your organization?
Well, I lived in Syracuse for about 5 years, and despite the fact that Syracuse and South Africa are 8,000 miles apart, Syracuse has played a really pivotal role in our development as an organization. I also think Synergy, there is a lot of synergy between what you are doing and what we do with our program in South Africa. And I think it is the similarity that I see is providing opportunity for motivated young people to get experience, to graduate, to have support as they make their way through, in our case, high school, and in your case, college or university. So I do think that the ethos of the organization is very similar to ours. And I've really enjoyed working with Synergy students for the last several years.
That's excellent. And that's great to hear how, like you said, South Africa, Syracuse, worlds apart, but still
Sure.
sharing that same mission and seeing how important it is to invest in young people for sure. So a question for you, what do the Synergy interns do at your organization? I'm sure it kind of runs across the gamut, but just wanted to get an idea of the kind of exposure that they have at your program.
So they've worked in a number of capacities. We've worked, as I mentioned before, for several years with Synergy, and we've had some students that were really skilled with graphic design, so they helped develop our annual report with us. We've had other interns that were very adept at tutoring, so they worked in a remote capacity to help provide some curriculum support for some of our learners in South Africa. We've had folks that are skilled with social media, and they've helped with Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We've had other interns in the past, two of whom have been featured in On Point for College materials, Simone and Samaj Campbell and their brother Jaleel. I've worked with all three through Synergy, an amazing family, super accomplished family. And Simone and Samaj worked with us on helping with grant applications and other sort of outreach materials for our organization.
That's excellent. I mean, and that's the thing with those practical experiences, along with some of the leadership development and core curriculum that's a part of the Synergy program. This is a very applicable and very practical way in which these young people can get some of that work experience, right? And so, for you, what value do you see? I mean, I'm sure there is kind of the macro level why that experience matters, but when you see the development of, day one, you get the intern to the last day, what kind of transformation do you see?
Well, I think something that's really important to note, I find with the Synergy program, is that it's not just, Nati sending me a student saying, here you go. It is a very structured, supported endeavor. So I know that there are personal development opportunities. I know there's mentorship opportunities outside of the internship component. I know that the internship component plays a large role in the summer experience. But I think what is particularly unique about this is there is support, I believe usually on Fridays, for interns to work together, to engage in some sort of community project in groups. I don't know how that'll look, obviously, with COVID, but I think that's something that I find really sets the organization apart. And as I said, every organization, including ours, has a lot of things to do and not enough hours in the day. And if I found that, I wouldn't want to continue to engage with Synergy if I didn't feel like it was mutually beneficial. I am extremely grateful for the collaboration. And you do see the engagement and the depth of knowledge, both for the Synergy students and for our organization. We learned something by having the students with us as well. I would not be I'm still not great with social media, but with like Instagram, I have learned a lot by having college students working with us, and that's been terrific.
That's fantastic, Jason. I so appreciate that insight. That's just that personal kind of
Sure.
experience and being able to kind of continue to be a workplace partner. And what would you say to other potential workplace partners who are considering being a part in helping to place some of these students? What would you say to them?
I think what I would say is if you are prepared to have somebody bright and motivated, and you are willing to put in the work on the front end to help provide structure for this young person, then I would highly encourage you to get involved. The reason I say that is because I think sometimes there's this idea that, you bring somebody on, and if people don't have structure, that's not fair to anybody. So I would say that if you are driven and motivated and need some extra help and you're willing to put forth that effort at the beginning, it will pay off in a huge way long haul, both for the Synergy student and for your organization.
Excellent. Thank you. That is powerful. And we're always looking for new partners to be able to provide these opportunities to students as well. And so last question to you. What would you say to someone who is considering being a donor or a sponsor of the program in and of itself? I mean, you've been able to see the value of it as a workplace partner. You've been able to see the kind of the quality of the students that are able to come and support. What would you say to someone who's considering donating and supporting?
I would imagine most donors look for a return on investment, and I think there is no better return on investment on investing in a group of people who are from the community that you are living in, who are going to be contributing in an active way to the community that you're living in. I don't think there's any better return on investment than that.
Excellent. That ROI I'm about that for sure. That is so key in any type of organization for sure. So Jason, where can people find more information about you and about the organization? I would just love the opportunity for you to kind of plug in where people can follow up on you with.
Sure. We are online on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and our website is inkululeko.org. It is INKULULEKO.org. And that's where you can find us.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Jason. Much luck to you and Inkululeko. I think I practiced that enough.
You did.
to get that down.
Yes.
So we'll let you go for now. Thank you so much again for joining us.
Thanks for having me.